Violet Constance Jessop was an Argentine woman of Irish heritage who worked as an ocean liner stewardess and nurse in the early 20th century. Jessop is most well known for having survived the sinking of both the RMS Titanic in 1912 and her sister ship the HMHS Britannic in 1916. As well as having been on board the eldest of the three sister ships, the RMS Olympic, when it collided with the British warship HMS Hawke in 1911. She was born on the 2nd of October 1887, near Bahía Blanca, Argentina. When her mother became ill, Jessop left school and following in her mother's footsteps, applied to be a stewardess. At age 21, her first stewardess position was with Royal Mail Line aboard Orinoco in 1908. In 1911, Jessop began working as a stewardess for the White Star liner RMS Olympic. Jessop was on board on the 20th of September, when Olympic left from Southampton and collided with the British warship HMS Hawke. She continued to work on Olympic until April 1912, when she was transferred to sister ship Titanic. Jessop boarded RMS Titanic as a stewardess on the 10th of April 1912, at age 24. 4 days later, on the 14th of April, it struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sank about 2 hours and 40 minutes after the collision. The next morning, Jessop and the rest of the survivors were rescued by the RMS Carpathia and taken to New York City on April 18. After arriving in New York City, she later returned to Southampton. In the First World War, Jessop was a stewardess for the British Red Cross. On the morning of the 21st of November 1916, she was aboard HMHS Britannic, that had been converted into a hospital ship, when it sank in the Aegean Sea after an unexplained explosion. While Britannic was sinking, Jessop and other passengers were nearly killed by the ship's propellers that were shredding lifeboats that collided with the propellers. Jessop had to jump out of her lifeboat, resulting in a traumatic head injury which she survived. Jessop returned to work for White Star Line in 1920, before joining Red Star Line and then Royal Mail Line again. In 1950, she retired to Great Ashfield, Suffolk. Jessop died of congestive heart failure in 1971 at the age of 83. The character of Jessop is featured in the Chris Burgess stage play Iceberg Right Ahead. Jessop's role was played by Amy Joyce Hastings. In the 2020 Alma Katsu historical horror novel The Deep, Jessop is a secondary character. The fictional main character meets Jessop while working on the Titanic, who offers her a job and subsequently works with her on the Britannic. Thanks for watching.